This is the Silver Twist 2 Butterfly / Balisong knife, which is an okay knife, but certainly not a great one by any means. It is approximately $16 to $20 depending on where you buy it. Open length is 8.9 inches, blade length is 4 inches, and the weight is 5.2 ounces, so it's not particularly light either. The blade is made from 440 stainless, which makes me think it's probably 440A stainless, because if you're not going to put the letter on there, it means you probably use the cheapest steel. The latch is okay. It's not great. It doesn't like to latch open. You got to put a lot of force to squeeze the handles together hard enough to get it on there. And it certainly doesn't come off very easily, and has a ton of play in it. However, it is kind of nice, because if you hit the handle together, it does bop the little T-latch out of the way. And the other problem with that latch is it will hit the blade, although usually you're flipping it around quickly enough that the latch is usually out here and not touching the blade. Although you can see, or well, you probably can't because my camera sucks, but you can probably notice that the tip is not in particularly good shape, and that is precisely because that latch is hitting it. The quality on this knife is certainly not very good. The grooves on here, you can see that it goes past there. It's not actually even with the end of the grind. It goes past it there. And then on this side, you can see that the grind for the false edge goes past the center, or the top of the main edge grind right there. So they couldn't even get that centered. It's a very cheap Chinese knife. However, compared to some of the other cheaper Chinese knives, it's certainly a better flipper. You know, you can do pretty basic moves and stuff like that with it, and things like that. But it's not a great thing. It's a great thing for learners. It'd be a great knife for a learner. And it was my first Balisong. Let's see. Oh, and these here can pinch you really bad. If you are holding this in the wrong place, those will pinch you just like right on there. It sucks. I've had some nasty blood blisters from it. Of course, that's actually the worst injuries I've had from this is blood blisters. The few times I cut myself with it, it wasn't too bad at all. It's the blood blisters that these things can give you. So watch out for that, or cut them off. That was American Mission. Cut those off. They do not need to be there. Last thing is these bolts here do not stay in. Take them off as soon as you get it and Loctite it. By the time I was probably 20 minutes into flipping it, this is my first time flipping a knife, so I wasn't doing it very hard. The handles had probably a full inch of play from the top of this one to the bottom of that one, and that was too much. Let's see, last things I guess. Has a pocket clip, which I'd say leave on there. It's a great way to see which handle is the safe one and which one is not the safe handle. Oh, and it does have washers in here. It's not just bolted there, so it flips and moves around pretty smoothly. So yeah, good beginner Balisong, but certainly not like, if you have cash, get a Bradley Kimura, better knife by far. But if you're just starting out, you want to see if you like it or something, get one of these. Don't get a trainer. If you're worried you're going to cut yourself, put some tape over the blade, because trainers pretty much universally are terrible, because no one keeps them for very long. And people pretty quickly figure out to just put tape over the blade, because as soon as you put tape, it won't cut you. So that's it. It's a okay knife for the cash. Actually, for the cash, it's a really good knife, but I don't necessarily just for that. It's an okay knife if you're a beginner, if you like Balisongs or want to get like a nice one, or even if you're beginning and you have sufficient cash, just get a Bradley Kimura. But if you have low cash, get one of these. For the money, they're alright.